Anders, and welcome to the IDSF International Open Standard Competition. I'm proud to be here with 13-time U.S. Dance Floor champion Gary McDonald. Gary, who can we expect to see competing here tonight?
They have 50 couples from over 20 countries have come to Vancouver to compete here tonight.
Backstage, the dancers are gearing up for the semi-finals. And as you can see, there's a lot of preparation involved.
That's right, Gary. Lots of hair, lots of makeup. Got to make sure everything looks great and, of course, stays in place.
And also time for last-minute rehearsals of those important steps.
There's quite an easygoing atmosphere backstage, and seems to be a real camaraderie among these couples.
That's right, these couples know each other very well. They travel around the world competing at a lot of the same events. So they've built up quite a relationship with one another.
But once they get on the dance floor, it's no holds barred.
That is exactly correct.
The elimination heats earlier today have taken their toll on some of the dancers.
These couples will be so excited to make this semi-final, they'll dance right through those injuries.
Well, it sounds like we're in for a real treat. Let's take a look at the 12 couples that made it to the semifinals.
The favorites tonight are from Denmark. They are Brian Eriksen and Marianne Eihilt. There are 11 different countries represented in this semifinal, and two more strong couples we have dancing are Misa, Cigoi, and Anastazija from Slovenia, and also the other Danes, Martino and Michelle.
Couples, your modern waltz.
Let's take a look now at some of the highlights from the semifinals.
And the waltz is a dance of rotation, lots of turning. Here we see a nice chassé from our French couple, Sophie and Maxime. Great flowing action. Such an elegant style of dancing. You see the man's right side connected with the lady's center at all times. These dancers are not permitted to break away from one another. Nice relaxed shoulder line. And our favorites from Denmark, Brian Eriksen and Marianne Eihilt. One of the top couples in the world now.
This couple has been dancing together for 13 years.
And you can tell the longevity of their partnership is certainly showing in their performance tonight. They look so comfortable together.
They've been the Danish champs 7 times, and they're ranked 3rd in the world right now.
And finishing with a nice slow contra check. Well done.
That was the second heat of the waltz.
Couples, your tango.
We're now going to see the first heat of the tango. And a little bit of a change of attitude here, right, Gary?
That's right, tango, a very passionate dance, lots of staccato action. And here we see our Canadians, Joel Marasigan and Clara Shi, dancing a contra check into promenade position.
This couple has actually been dancing for a bit less time than some of the other couples on the dance floor. He's been doing it for about 7 years. She's been dancing for about 6. They actually started in university at the UBC Dance Club.
And here we have couple number 279, Dmitry Vlok and Olga Yuromova. Now, Dmitry and Olga were junior champions and also youth champions. So now they're trying to test themselves in the big leagues and see how they fare in this World Championship division.
Moving over to our Slovenians, Misa Cigoi and Anastazija Novoilova. Such a pleasure to watch this couple, Gary.
Yeah, very, very strong. Their dance frame remains solid at all times. By that I mean the man's left elbow and right elbow don't drop. Oh,
Oh, except when she loses her shoe.
I spoke too soon. Looks like her shoe got stuck in her dress. And the music finishes right on time.
That must be a fear for you dancers.
Sometimes it happens, you know?
Couples, your third dance, the Viennese waltz.
It's tough to carry on, I guess.
That's right. Keep the show going as it is now with the third dance.
We have the Viennese group dance. This is the first heat.
That's right, the Viennese waltz. This is a faster waltz. Our Americans Anton Domansky and Erica Ridgway dancing very, very well. This dance is limited to 3 figures, natural turns, and reverse turns, which they're doing right now, and also fleck rolls where you'll see the couples dance in the center of the floor.
It's a formal dance with few steps, but they need to be danced with precision.
That's correct, and this is a great dance to directly compare the couples. Choreography can't win this dance, that's for sure. Here we have from Hungary, number 163, Csaba Laszlo and Sylvia Zogi. I like Csaba's head to stay a little bit more still. It's moving around quite a bit. It should kind of stay left of his tie line at all times.
And now we're seeing our Ukrainians, Dmytro Vlo and Olga Urumova. Dmytro and Olga are making their world amateur debut.
Couples, your Viennese waltz.
And now a chance to see our remaining 6 couples as we stay with the Viennese waltz.
This is the second heat.
Someone tell me what to do.
Our Austrians, Florian Gschaider and Manuela Stockel. If you notice the connection here, we see them dance the fleck rolls in the center of the floor. The man's right side connected to the lady's center at all times. And the Danish couple, Martino Zanibellato and Michelle Abildtrup.
Only a twinkle of your eye. Kiss those lips of stone. Chase that chill from your heart. Baby, now I know your soul.
And once again, our Slovenians, Misa and Anastazija. Trying to get some space on the floor. They found an empty corner to dance a counter-check. Nice finish.
We're set to go with the second heat of the slow foxtrot.
Slow foxtrot is known to be one of the most difficult dances because of the control it takes and the difficult footwork, as we see here by Anton and Erica, once again our Americans. If you notice Anton's shoulder line, it looks very relaxed. That's one thing we want to see from our gentlemen. We don't want to see any tenseness through the shoulder area or through the elbows. And the lady's head position out to the left, very relaxed. Well done. Our favorites, Brian Eriksen and Marianne Eihilt, once again from Denmark. Nice leg ronde into a same foot lunge. This couple show great body lines and showing good floor craft there as they avoid the other couples on the floor.
They dance beautifully. They told us before the competition that dance training is actually part of their etiquette training in Denmark.
Number 282, Kazuaki Watanabe and Yumi Watanabe, all the way from Japan. This couple look a little off balance. They're a little bit stiff. I'd like to see a bigger presentation for them. I think this is about as far as they're going to get. A little too bumpy for me.
That was the second heat of the slow fox. Now we're going to take a look at the second heat of the quick step.
Couples, your quick step.
Starting off with our couple from France. This is Maxime Dermiez and Sophie Chevalier. Nice and light on their feet tonight, aren't they, Gary?
They certainly are, and they're a tall couple, so they're very easy to spot along the floor. They have that elegant look to them. Nice long legs for those big strides across the floor, and nice light action also.
You know, Gary, you have something in common with this couple. They also are big fans of the tango scene in Moulin Rouge, which I know is a favorite of yours.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
And here's our Ukrainians.
Dimitri and Olga once again. I like this couple. They have a lot to offer. They've got a great look on the floor, very well synchronized.
You know, they have a great look, period. They're a beautiful couple.
She looks very Hollywood.
With the flower in her hair, absolutely.
I just phoned the parson. Hey, Pa, get ready to call. Just like Humpty Dumpty, I'm about to fall. I am sitting on top of this
And
world.
wonderful barrel rolls from our Slovenians, Misa and Anastazija. You like this couple, Thea?
Oh, I absolutely do, and so does the crowd. They're really cheering for this couple tonight. Oh, was that a mistake, Gary?
Yeah, I think she kind of got on the wrong foot there, and Misa held that in place until the music ended.
They looked a little off balance for a moment, but recovered nicely.
Very well done.
Well, now the couples have left the floor, and they're all backstage waiting for the results.
Thea, it's been a very tough competition, but by this point, anything could happen.
It's true, and I'm sure there's a lot of tension backstage. They're all hoping to get one of those final spots.
It's awesome. The crowd is so behind us, and it really helps.
Yeah, it's always great to dance in your hometown.
There's a few spots that are definitely taken in this final, and there's a few empty spots, so we're definitely fighting for those empty spots.
Who's moving on to the final? We'll let you know when we come back. Welcome back to the SnowBall Classic Standard Competition. Here are 6 finalists.
Our favorites, Eriksen and Eihilt from Denmark. From Slovenia, Cigoi and Novoilova. From Austria, Gschaider and Strelcova. In the second half, we have Zanibellato and Abildtrup from Denmark. Our Czech couple, Ledabyl and Strelcova. And a very surprise inclusion from me, the Watanabes of Japan. We said anything could happen, and it did happen.
And here are our competitors backstage checking the standings, and you know what, Gary, they look almost as surprised as you were.
I think they do, yeah.
One of the dream to dance final here. So very happy tonight.
When you're first on the floor and the music is on, you forget all the pain and all the tiredness. It's just between the rounds, we sit and sleep a little bit.
You know, Gary, it's amazing that they continue to compete, battling fatigue and injury.
That's right, these dancers just dance through their injuries, as difficult as it may be. Once the adrenaline gets going, you don't even notice it.
And starting this round of the finals with the first solo dance, the waltz.
That's right, Michelle and Martino of Denmark. Martino actually from Italy, but Michelle from Denmark, so they chose to represent her country. See the nice footwork right up under the toes of the feet. Dancing a very controlled chasse into a quick open reverse turn. Reverse turns turn to the left, and finishing with a throwaway oversway.
This couple has only been dancing together for a year and a half, but they said they put in a lot of prep time in that year and a half, training very hard every day.
Very nice waltz.
Backstage, we have Kazuaki and Yumi Watanabe. They're the couple from Japan. And they are very excited to be in this final tonight. Although, Gary, I know that you were a bit surprised to see them here.
Just a wee bit, Thea. Yeah, they're not really up to the class of the other couples. They'll probably be the 6th place spot. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're very talented dancers, but at this level, they lack leg control, their movement's a little choppy, They could have got much more rotation and sway out of that left whisk. And Yumi's left side of her body looks a bit broken at times when she's in her closed dance position as she is right there. I think there were other couples in the semi-final that are watching them dance right now and sort of feeling cheated out of the final because they know that they're of a better quality. But that's why there's 7 judges, an odd number of judges. Everyone has their own opinion. Our Austrians are next. Florian Gschaider and Manuela Stokel.
I know you think they're deserving of their spot in the final tonight.
Yes, Florian and Manuela. Very nice dancers. I would say they'd be in the back half of the final. I would probably have them in the 5th place spot, right ahead of the Japanese couple. Dancing a double turning lock. Sometimes some of their lines look a little bit contrived and forced. Maybe it's because they appear a little high out of their legs sometimes. By that, we mean the man's legs sometimes getting too straight rather than bent and into the floor to create more balance and more power. Our Austrians.
Heading now backstage, this is the first time we've seen this couple tonight. This is Ondrey Ledabyl and Eva Strelcova. They're from the Czech Republic.
Now this couple are very small in stature compared to, let's say, the French couple. But unlike the Austrian couple, they have great depth into the floor, which creates great power and movement across the room. Starting again with a natural turn, like the other 2 couples. Natural turns turn to the right, and then followed by pivots. They have a very natural way about them. Nice body flight. They really put their weight into the steps. And they take time and control to finish each movement, showing nice confidence. Well done from the Czech Republic.
The waltz solos continue when we return. Welcome back to the SnowBall Classic. We continue now with the waltz solos.
We have been traveling for just some few days ago. The jet lag and everything just needs to relax, so it's very hard to make sure that you feel very good yourself. We always demand more and more from ourselves.
And our favorites, the Danes, Eriksen and Marianne Eihilt.
Gary, why would you say this is the favorite couple tonight?
Well, first of all, they're ranked 3rd in the world, which is quite a bit higher than the rest of the couples, but besides their ranking alone, the quality of their movement, their control. If you watch their luring action as they move across the floor, how smooth it is. Balance right there, very, very nice. Great leg line. Posture, the works. Again, showing good balance. And plus the confidence of being one of the top couples in the world surely helps. Beautiful waltz from Brian and Marianne.
Backstage, the Slovenian couple is getting ready, and these guys are really a favorite of the crowd.
It's fun because the audience is so warm, so appreciating. Wow, it's gorgeous.
You know, in sporting events, the crowd is always like an extra team member on your team, while in dance sport, it's no different.
Hearing them root for you and yelling your number must give you a lot of inspiration.
It gives you that extra lift. When you get tired, they can pick you up, motivate you. Very beautiful controlled action once again from the Slovenian couple. They could easily be in the number 2 spot tonight behind our Danish favorites.
That's right, Gary. You know, we talk about how they're here to have fun, and they certainly talk about how they love to see the crowd react to them dance, but fun or not, they're here to win tonight.
That's correct, you know, and tonight they are dancing so well together. Their movements are synchronized so well.
One thing about Misha is he's very focused on her.
That's right, and that's why he leads so well. She's connected to his right side. She waits for him and follows his every movement. Excellent.
They're going to be tough to beat tonight for most of these couples.
Our couples now lined up backstage, ready to continue with the group portion of this waltz final. This now gives us a chance to see all 6 couples on the floor at one time. We have to remember that dance sport is a comparison sport, unlike skating where competitors get marked individually. So it's very important now that the judges get to see them all one last time so that they can mark them against one another. The crowd's certainly enjoying it. The gentlemen have found that perfect spot on the floor, inviting their partners in.
Is there a strategy behind which spot you pick, Gary?
Yes, well, your routine is structured on different parts of the floor. So you want to make sure where your routine's supposed to begin that there's a free space. You don't want to start right next to another couple where you're not going to have room to project your choreography to its fullest extent. And you see Brian and Marianne using every open space, as is Misha and Anastazija.
The couple from Denmark certainly have some vocal supporters in the crowd tonight.
Yes, they definitely do.
You can hear lots of shouts of 105.
Great quality dancing. Very, very nice.
We'll see the standings after the first dance when we come back. Welcome back to the SnowBall Classic. Here are the standings after the first dance. Any surprises here, Gary?
Well, I tell you, no surprises in the top 2, but I am completely shocked the Japanese couple are in 3rd place right now. But there you go.
We're now going to see some of the group dances, starting with the tango.
And as we talked about earlier, the tango, very passionate dance. Martino and Michelle, our other Danish couple.
There are very aggressive movements in this dance, Gary. What exactly are the judges looking for?
The judges are looking for compact action, sharp head movements like we see right here. If you notice, the lady's left arm is placed below the man's right arm in this dance.
Does that give them more support?
It definitely does, and the man's right arm is further around her back. This dance has so many sharp movements that it gives them more control and keeps them more in their dance position.
It's originally from Argentina, of course, from the red light district of Buenos Aires.
Here we see our Czechs dancing very, very well. And having a bad night are the Japanese couple, but some of the judges see them in third place. Broken right side from Yumi. Drop of dance position there because of floor trouble. Yumi's hips drop back a little bit. You see the arch in her back. Not very well connected.
That was the group tango. The crowd obviously appreciated it. Now we're going to take a look at the Viennese waltz, which harkens back to the days of the court of Franz Joseph of Austria. The ladies, of course, wore gowns, and the hussars wore their busbies, which are formal coats.
A beautiful dance, and as we said before, a great comparison for the judges. All the dancers must dance the same figures.
Gary, what's the difference between the waltz and the Viennese waltz?
While the slow waltz is much, much slower, the Viennese waltz is faster, and again is a restricted syllabus of figures. This is almost like a compulsory in ice skating, where you have to dance certain elements.
And how do you think the Danes are doing with that?
Oh, they look very, very nice, Thea. Everything's in place. Great swing and flow through the floor. Good dance position, which means their body positions in relation to one another and the way they keep their arms up.
That was Brian and Marianne from Denmark, having a great night tonight.
Now we slow things down with the fourth dance, the very beautiful slow foxtrot.
Grab your coat and get your hat.
Here we see our couple from Japan again, dancing a three-step.
Gary, the slow foxtrot is known as the dancer's dance. How come it's the most difficult of all the standard dances?
Well, foxtrot takes great control as the couples move their bodies gradually across the floor. They have to use every single part of their feet and legs to get great control. And here are Austrians one more time, Florian and Manuela. Looking nice and relaxed, comfortable with their movement. And what wonderful music foxtrot has. And our couple from the Czech Republic. Ondrey and Eva dancing very, very well here. Same foot lunge. They drop their arms there to allow space for the other couple, being very polite on the floor. Foxtrot.
Coming up, we'll see the competitors fly across the floor in the quick step. That's next. Welcome back to the SnowBall Classic. Gary, what do you think about these standings after the foxtrot?
Well, no changes in the top two places, although the Japanese couple who were in third place have now dropped down to sixth.
The competitors from the Czech Republic, Ondrey Ledabyl and Eva Strelcova, are headed to the floor for the quick step solo.
And getting the crowd into it. Dancing open naturals. Scatter chassés around the floor. Great speed. It's nice for these couples to have the floor to themselves during this dance so they can really move it out and not worry about collisions.
And what a change from that slow foxtrot. In this dance, they have to really release their weight.
That's 100% correct. Having a little fun there in promenade position.
Gary, this dance requires a tremendous amount of energy. How important is it for these dancers to pace themselves to the end of the competition?
Well, it is important to have energy at the end of the competition, but you have to be careful. If you save too much energy in the semi-final, you might not make it to the final round. Up next are Austrians Florian Gschaider and Manuela, who will now show us their version of the very exciting quick step.
You know, Gary, we see here they're rocking right across the floor. Where are they going?
Well, they probably have to start in the corner, and since they came on from a corner, they chose the opposite side.
We talked about this earlier. Very important to find that perfect spot.
She was a woman of mystery. What she wanted, I could not see. A 3-year trip on the dragon till the clinic had to get me.
Nice set of natural pivots. And a little fun with the audience in the corner.
Shake, trip, shimmy, and we do the bump. Everybody swinging to the brown derby jump.
Gary, you said earlier in the competition you thought this couple would place 5th. Right before the Japanese couple, do you think they're going to do any better now that you've seen them in all the dances?
Well, you know what? They have a certain consistency through the whole final. Right now, the energy's still going. They danced a very good foxtrot. They could get up to that 4th spot, maybe even 3rd. Who knows? Kazuaki and Yumi Watanabe waiting backstage. They've traveled a long way from Japan to be here this weekend, and I'm sure very happy being in this final. Dancing a basic element, a quick step called the rumba cross. And in and out runs. Still have lots of energy at this point. Now, if you notice, the girls wear tan colored shoes. That's so that it matches the color of their stockings to give them a longer leg line.
This couple looks like they're having a lot of fun. Many of the couples say that this is their favorite dance. They love doing the quick step, and of course, it's a crowd pleaser too.
That's true. The couples really get to let themselves loose and just go for it in this dance. And it looks like they had fun.
Backstage, we see our couple from Denmark getting ready. This is Martino Zanibellato and Michelle Abildtrup.
And starting right away before they even get to close position. Nice height through their movement. Both of them springing off the floor. Very well synchronized together. Shake, trip, shimmy, and we do the bump. Everybody swinging to the brown derby jump.
Listen to that crowd roar. They are just loving this.
They like this couple. You know what? I like this couple too. I would probably have this couple in 3rd place. But I think the judges are going to have them lower. Very well done.
Well, we've still got 2 more couples to see. The quick step solos continue when we come back. with our final two couples performing their quick step solos. Headed to the dance floor now is Misa and Anastazija from Slovenia.
And I bet they're going to get this crowd going right at the beginning of this quick step. And once again, starting before taking position, now getting their body connection going. The athleticism of these couples as they move around the floor with such speed, yet being so graceful, is really quite incredible. And the girl has to do it backwards. And in heels.
We always get the harder job, Gary.
Nice barrel roll action.
One thing I'll say about this couple, and I've said it before, is that when you watch them, you watch both of them equally. You watch him as much as her, and it's not always like that. Often your eye is drawn towards the female dancer.
One or the other, that's right. They have a great charisma together as a couple. They really dance as a unit and not as two individuals.
And our final quick step solo.
Brian Eriksen and Marianne Eihilt of Denmark. They've won the first 4 dances. Let's see if they can keep that roll going with a winning quick step.
And Brian got the crowd clapping with a couple claps of his own.
Very nice change of rotation through the center of the floor.
Did you feel the energy just pick up in the room as they started? Wasn't that great?
Yes, definitely.
What you wanted, I could not see. A 3-year trip on the dragon till the clinic had to get me clean.
Wow, great synchronization, excellent footwork.
And lots of height.
Yes.
They're barely touching the floor.
Swinging to the brown derby jump.
It's funny, you see our couples dance and you couldn't imagine after seeing one couple dance that anyone could do any better. And then out comes a better couple.
They definitely saved the best for last tonight.
Nice slide right at the end, very, very controlled, playing with that audience. I think first place is an easy decision for the judges this evening, Thea.
What a competition.
Our couples enter the floor one last time for our comparison quick step. All couples on the floor at one time, and again, this is going to be very difficult for the couples because they have to move at the same speed while there are 5 other couples on the floor. No collisions.
Always the group dance when I expect somebody to run into each other. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I've seen injuries happen in this dance all the time with lots of couples on the floor. They need good breaks.
She was a woman, a mystery. What you wanted, I could not see. A 3-year trip on the dragon till the clinic had to get me clean. We were a party.
And we see them avoiding one another, very close calls.
Shake, trip, shimmy, and we do the bump. Everybody swinging to the brown derby.
They have to have an awareness of their partner, but also the other couples that are around them. It's really quite incredible at such a high speed.
The beautiful life is always damned. You gotta fall into the quicksand. A deadly kiss from a temptress.
Great footwork from Brian and Marianne once again. Wow.
Fantastic.
A very entertaining International Standard Championship here at the SnowBall.
We've seen a really high level of competition tonight. When we come back, we'll find out who the SnowBall champions are.
The couples look relaxed as they await the results, but I know from experience how tough these next few minutes can be. All right, here we go with the results.
In 6th place, ladies and gentlemen, from Japan, Kazuaki and Yumi Watanabe.
Well, no surprise there, Gary. Exactly where you thought they'd place.
That's right, and even though they're 6th in this final, it was a very prestigious final, and I'm sure they're very happy with the result.
In 5th place, ladies and gentlemen, from the Czech Republic, Ondrey Ledabyl and Eva Strelcova.
Ondrey and Eva, another couple that danced very well tonight, had great movement throughout the evening.
In 4th place, ladies and gentlemen, from Denmark, Martino Zanibellato and Michelle Abildtrup.
I have to say, I like this couple tonight. Martino and Michelle really danced with class.
Our 3rd place couple, ladies and gentlemen, from Austria. Will you welcome Florian Gschaider and Manuela.
Well, Gary, they did a little bit better than you thought they would do tonight.
I think they did better than they thought, too. They looked pretty excited to be in this 3rd place spot. But you know, like they say, anything can happen.
In 2nd place, from Slovenia, Cigoi and Anastazija Novoilova.
And no surprises here, the Slovenian 2nd, leaving the Danes to win the event. And Thea, we really enjoyed watching this Slovenian couple dance all evening.
They truly are crowd pleasers. They're just such a warm, engaging pair of dancers.
Yes, they are very, very fun to watch.
And the winners of this year's 2003 SnowBall Classic IDSF International Open Standard are from Denmark. Will you please welcome to the floor Brian Eriksen and Marianne Eihilt.
What a great night for this couple. Oh! Good thing that didn't happen earlier.
That's right, a perfect night dancing all night, and then she almost trips on the awards, but very well deserved for this couple.
Hey, that's the time to do it. They can't take it back now, can they?
Exactly. And congratulations to all of our couples who danced extremely well this evening.
Let's take one last look at the final standings.
A well-deserved win from Eriksen and Eihilt of Denmark, followed by Cigoi and Novoilova and Gschaider and Stokel. Rounding out the final, we had Zanibellato and Abildtrup from Denmark, Ledabyl and Strelcova from the Czech Republic, and the Watanabes of Japan.
For Thea Andrews, I'm Gary McDonald. Thanks for joining us. Now, a final look at Brian Eriksen and Marianne Eihilt.
Dancing their honor dance, the quick step.
She was a woman of mystery. What you wanted, I could not see. A 3-year trip on the dragon till the clinic had to get me clean. We were a party and always drunk. Before I knew it, the record sung. Shake, trip, shimmy, and we do the bump. Everybody swinging to the brown derby jump. The beautiful life is always damned. You gotta fall into the quicksand. A deadly kiss from a temptress can serve to make a truly wayward man. She's not a talker, her teeth are fixed, but she's a looker that lives for kicks. A nightmare straight from an auto dicks. Everybody swinging with the brown derby chicks. We do the jump. We do the jump.